What is going on,
Hi guys.
everybody? We are here live from, from the Blue Lounge with Duchess. Um, obviously, I'm Jonathan. This is Vanessa.
Hey guys.
We're waiting to see if Lindsay's going to be able to jump on and join us. But we wanted to jump on here. We have a big announcement coming up. Before we go into that, however, we have a couple other things that we wanted to talk about real quick. We will be reading the comments from both Facebook and YouTube as we do this. So if anybody has any questions or anything, feel free to ask and we'll jump on there.
There's Lindsay. Join. There she
Hey,
is.
there she is. Hold on one second. Let's see if we can add her.
Yeah. There you
Hey.
go. Hey.
There's Lindsay. So we got a whole crew here. Scott's not going to be able to join us tonight, so it'll just be us three. Um, Before we get into the big announcement, just let everybody know we are still on our way to 500 subscribers on YouTube. I think we're less than 20 away now. So as soon as we hit that 500, we will be giving away one of the custom Scott McCoy music boxes to one of our lucky subscribers. So make sure if you haven't subscribed, you go do that now. And if you're already subscribed, go tell all your friends so we can get there faster. Um, so if anybody has any questions or anything, we are at youtube.com/WVPI. So go check us out. Like I said, trying to get to 500 as soon as we can. Now, on to the matter of the evening here. I'll let Vanessa and Lindsay kind of handle this because they've been running point on all this stuff, and I'm just kind of in the background for this particular thing. But we do have a big event coming up in October, so I will let whoever wants to take it away go for it.
So October 26th, we are going to have a public event at SCI Crescent in PA. Lindsay's been great about getting to know Lauren there and having her permission to be able to run this event. So if Lindsay, you want to talk a little bit about Crescent so people kind of know what they're getting into?
Yeah, so if you don't know much about Crescent, SCI Crescent was a state prison that shut down in 2013, but originally it was built in 1912 as a tuberculosis sanatorium. And it operated as a sanatorium until the 50s, and then it turned into a state mental hospital. And then in the 80s, it turned into a prison. So it has a very, very interesting history. There's like 20 some buildings on the property. So it's not just one large building, it's multiple buildings. And some of the buildings were built from the different eras that were there. It's definitely a very interesting place to see and investigate.
And we have gotten to do a private there, so we've definitely had some really cool experiences. That episode hasn't came out yet, but we're going to get working on that as soon as we can. But there's a lot of really neat things about these buildings. I say buildings because it's on the section we have access to is like 30 acres. And like she said, there's all different variations of buildings from like medical style buildings to more of like the prison layout, the cell blocks and things like that. And that's going to be something you're going to get to kind of wander around initially maybe, or get to see that whole facility and then investigate with us. And it is going to be from 6 to 6, I believe. Correct?
Don't ask me.
Yes.
I don't know.
6 p.m. to 6 p.m. on the 26th, which is a Tuesday. We are going to make it more intimate. We're only allowing up to 20 people at the price of $75. I know 20 people sounds like a lot, but compared to the other events that are ran there, it's a very small group. And for the size of the location, it's going to be hardly anybody.
Yeah, I mean, you could basically put one person in every building and not see each other with 20 people. Yeah. It's not even an exaggeration. But we are going to run it more as like an actual investigation style versus just kind of leading people around and running it as like a tour. So you will be able to work directly with us, with myself, Vanessa, Lindsay, and Scott. We'll all be there. You'll be able to work with all of us directly. and then we'll have all of our equipment there as well. So you'll be able to experience
Mhm.
basically any kind of equipment that you would want to see. We'll have it there.
As well as custom equipment that Scott's built.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely. Scott's doing a great job of building new equipment every day. I just got some more stuff in the mail today for some new equipment he's going to help build as well. So it's going to be more, like Vanessa said, more like hands-on kind of interactive experience versus like a tour where you just get to walk around and hear stories. Now we are, and correct me if I'm wrong, we're going to allow a couple hours of free roam before it gets dark. So you will be able to explore all the grounds. You'll be able to explore or take pictures and videos and everything and see it all in the daylight. And then as we transition into the night, we'll kind of team up and we'll split into some smaller groups and we'll get to explore as many of the buildings, and we won't be able to get to them all even with 12 hours. We did 2 nights there for our Forgotten Relics episode, and we still didn't get to see all the buildings. So we'll see as much as we can for sure. But this place is just absolutely incredible.
And Lindsay and I were actually there today volunteering, and we found places that we had never even seen before. And Lindsay's been there multiple times, and like still new every time we go. So it's always like a surprise what you're going to get yourself into there. It's definitely a one-of-a-kind location. And I think the owners do a great job. They have a hydroponic farm there as well. So that's something big that they're working on. If you go to Big House Produce, follow anything that they do. We really appreciate Lauren for letting us do this event. And it's going to be great. So $75 for 12 hours at this location with us and the equipment. It's like once in a lifetime.
Yeah. It's a great opportunity. We will be selling tickets directly through the Big House Produce website. So once we have all of that set up and ready to go, we'll share that on all of our social medias. You'll be able to go directly through them, purchase tickets through them to reserve your spot. And like Vanessa said, 20 spots. So you don't want to miss this opportunity.
And I'll try to share some pictures maybe on our Facebook page. So if you guys don't know or aren't familiar what it looks like, you guys kind of get an idea what it's going to be like as far as the location, as well as on Big House Produce's page, they're going to have some pictures and things like that, which will help you get a better idea. Anything, Lindsay, that like you think that you would want to add or Lauren would want? So
we can mention the tunnels. They started opening some of the tunnel system because originally they had built tunnels to connect all the buildings. So they are slowly opening sections. Vanessa and I got to walk through a section of it today. Very, very creepy.
It's super creepy.
Without a light on, and we were there in broad daylight without a light on. You cannot see in front of your face.
And actually, that's a lot of the buildings.
Yeah. And so they're hoping to get more of that even opened up, hopefully before our event as well. So we'll at least get to see some of that.
Yeah, we've been given permission to like lead our groups through the tunnels as they're opened. So that'll be something really neat to add to the layout of the location. And like I said, very active. When we went, we definitely weren't disappointed. I wasn't disappointed when I was there in broad daylight. So it's always something.
Yeah, so we're super excited. We wanted to make sure to give everybody a chance to make some plans. It's a month exactly away right now. So make sure that you have it set aside. I know it's a Tuesday, which is kind of awkward for some people, but it's Halloween week. So just take the whole week off of work and come hang out with us for a night. Lindsay, you want to go over the details one more time? I already forgot the times and everything.
Yeah. So it's going to start at 6 p.m. We are going to allow for some daytime free roam to get to explore the buildings. And then around 8 o'clock, we'll get started with the paranormal stuff. And it's going to run until 6 a.m. the next morning. And tickets are $75 a person. And we'll share the link. It'll be on Big House Produce.
Experienced investigators as well. So if you want to like come and bring your equipment and like investigate with us, that's awesome too. If you've never done something like this before, you're welcome as well. We do have an age limit. I believe it's 18 and up. So don't bring your kids, unfortunately.
Yeah, there will be safety waivers and everything that
Mhm.
everybody has to sign, which is standard for basically any location you go to. But that is a good point. It is for all experience levels. You don't have to be an experienced investigator. We'll kind of lead you through that. But if you have a team of 4 or 5 people, um, and you're somebody that has experience, we'll give you some leeway as far as being able to kind of do your own thing. We may not let you go off on your own and never see you again, but we'll definitely give you a little bit more free roam if we know your experience level and know that you've been doing it a while and we trust you and things like that. So if you got 4 or 5 people and you want to book it and basically do it as a private event for your team, it won't quite be private, but you'll still get more access than you would for one of the larger publics where they usually have like 50 or 60
Or
people
more, yeah.
or more there. So
And we would, I mean, like definitely if we did something like that, we'd plan it out so everybody would be in different places so we didn't interrupt anything. Because we all want this to be about your experience and you guys enjoying yourself. So what this is based off of what you guys want when we get there. Like, do you want to have this kind of, what kind of equipment do you guys want to see? What kind of things are you looking for out of this investigation? And like I said, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I know that they do a great job. The location's a great location. We have awesome equipment, so there's really nothing negative I can think about. So
yeah, so everybody, if you are interested at all, make sure you check out all of our socials. We'll be sharing that as soon as we can. If you know anybody who might be interested, tag them in this post so they can see it. If you know a local paranormal team in the West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Ohio, Virginia, Kentucky area, North Carolina, whatever it is that you think might be interested in this, tag them as well. It's well worth a little bit of a day's drive for sure to come check this place out. Like I said, we're getting basically for the price and the limited number of people, we're getting unprecedented access for the members of this public investigation. So it's definitely something you're not going to want to miss out on.
yeah. Like I feel like there's just I mean, and Lindsay's really familiar with the history. I'm trying to pick up on it, but like I've not been as familiar. But so if you guys have any questions as far as the history of it or the history of the buildings, she's going to be really knowledgeable on that. So that's really awesome to have that aspect as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But they definitely do a lot, and all the money that we make is going to go back into the preservation of the building. We don't take anything from this. Obviously, we want places like this to stay open and keep running. Again, Big House Produce does an amazing job with their farming, with the location. They do a lot of other things as far as like urban explorer tours or photography tours, but this is just a good opportunity if you really want to see how an investigation works. This isn't going to be entertainment. This isn't going to be like us trying to fake things so you're, oh, ghost. It's going to be all authentic, and we're going to keep it as like original as possible to like what we would typically do on an investigation.
Haley, I'm not sure when our next live investigation will be. We have a couple investigations scheduled between now and then, or one investigation scheduled between now and then. I don't know how much we'll be able to go live. I don't know if Vanessa or Lindsay are planning on going back to Crescent at any point between now and then to volunteer or anything, but if they do, I'm sure they'll go live like they did today. If you didn't get to check out the videos today, they went live for a little while today.
And if we get an opportunity, on one of those nights, if we get a second and we can go live, then we'll absolutely try to do that. We really want you guys to be able to see and interact with us. Today, we didn't get a whole lot of time because we were there to help. But the little bit that we did get to explore, we tried to put a little bit out for you. The signal's a little spotty there because you are kind of away from everything public. You're kind of out by yourself. So that just sets a whole vibe as well.
Yeah, it's kind of like hidden back off the road. Like people don't even realize that it's back there.
Yeah, you'd never know that there's this massive, basically, compound back there with all these buildings and everything from the road. We just drive right by it and have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, we saw like completely different buildings we didn't even know existed that like obviously right now are off limits, but it's just crazy how massive and how much the property expands. It's really worth it. Also, there's no electricity, so you're just going to be in the dark, and that's even spookier.
Yeah, there's not even outside lights.
Yeah, it definitely, I mean, and it's beautiful out there too, because you get a clear view of the sky, everything like that. It's just a really good experience. I can sit here and talk about this place for like hours, but nothing's going to beat you being there and experiencing it for yourself. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you, Haley. We appreciate that. We like doing the lives. Right now, we've been pretty locked in on Forgotten Relics. We did an episode Friday, or we filmed an episode Friday, and thanks to Lindsay for joining us on that investigation as well. You're going to see a lot of Lindsay on some upcoming episodes. So we really appreciate her helping us out. That makes it a lot easier to have 4 people that you can trust and kind of split up and do different things with. So thanks to Lindsay for that. I'm working really hard on Old Hospital and College Hill. I swear I am. There's so much footage to get through, but I'm working on it. We basically have everything reviewed. It's just a matter of getting it put into place. And I'm hoping my birthday is October 13th, so I'm hoping to have everything done and released by that point. So that's not a definitive date, but that's kind of what I'm shooting for. But it's well worth the wait. Trust me. We had some incredible experiences there. And after that, we have the episode we filmed at Crescent, which is unbelievable as well. And then we have, I think, 3 other investigations in the back pockets for the rest of the year. The desk fell. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. And again, for anybody who hasn't already, please go check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/WVPI. We're going to try as hard as we can to get to 500 so we can do that giveaway. You've got the box over there on top of it.
Yeah. Maybe if the dog will get out of my lap. Where is that?
In the paper, yeah. So for anybody who didn't see the live stream we did from Heyman, this is a custom Scott McCoy music box.
Which he's figuring out every day how to do different original stuff. So this was just the first one that he's made.
So this is basically one of his prototypes here. So you'll have one of the very first Scott McCoy music boxes. So basically it's motion activated. I don't have it turned on right now because it's super loud, but something goes in front of it, it'll go off and play a little tune. I'm sure you've seen something similar on Destination Fear and some other channels. I know Lindsay just got her box today or yesterday.
Yeah.
It's going to build for her, so I know we're all super excited for that.
Also, another thing to add about Crescent, it's one of the first times that we've seen JJ move super fast out of a chair. So if JJ's like running, he says he wasn't running, but we all say he was.
I didn't run. I moved quickly because I thought I was going to get attacked.
I screamed. Lindsay hit the floor. It was a whole thing. So you will be entertained.
Yes. So yeah, as soon as we hit 500 subs on YouTube, we will be giving this away to one of our subscribers. So definitely worth it to just go hit a subscribe button. That's all you got to do. You don't have to purchase anything. You don't have to sign up for anything. Just go subscribe. It will help a lot if you mention it to your friends, though. Tag people, share it, share this video. We're going to, like I said, as soon as we get those links, which, do you know when we're going to get that, Lindsay, for the tickets?
Well, I actually already have it, so we can get them.
Oh, it's all okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So as soon as we're done with the live, we'll actually share the link to go buy your tickets for the October 26th public investigation. So that's awesome. We'll get that out. Big thanks to Lauren and Big House Produce for getting everything together for us. We really appreciate that. We're gonna try to pack this and make this an awesome thing, so they'll have us back and we can do this again for you guys. So if you guys don't have anything to add, thank you to Lindsay for jumping on, and thanks to Vanessa for coming back. They, like I said, they were at Crescent all day today, basically the entire day. So I know they're both tired and worn out. And everybody, like you did last time, go back and hashtag old videos on the Facebook page. Hashtag we miss you, Scott, just to annoy him. And next time maybe he'll get on here. But everybody say thank you to Lindsay, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace.